Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing okay. I just thought I'd send along a little instruction video to show you how to access the classroom presentation tools that I'm giving you, as well as give you a little bit more information about the courses. I'll put it up on the YouTube page so you can have easy access to it. I'm just going to share my screen here. Okay, so first of all, what you'll need to do to open an account at oxfordlearnersbookshelf.com. Just here. Okay, sweetheart. Sorry, I've got my daughter with me. So you need to go to oxfordlearnersbookshelf.com. You'll click on register, which is up here, and then you'll put in your first name, last name, username, which would be your email address, and a password, and then create your account. This then becomes your Oxford ID. Okay, then so any other site you want to sign in on for Oxford, whether it be the website for the Oxford Teachers Club or the the online practice sites, whatever, you would use this same one because the sites will recognize your email address. So I'm going to sign in with mine. And then what you'll need to do is it'll look like this when it comes up. Wait, I'm busy, baby. No, I can't right now. Click on add books, and then you'll enter your codes here. You need to do them one at a time. You can't put a long list in at the time. So then you'll have put in one code and you'll have access to every level of both. Well, if you don't want to see one of the books and you've indicated that, I won't give it to you, but you'll have every level of Bright Ideas, for example, activity book and class book, and or every level of Project Explore, activity book and class book. So it will look about as full as this. You see, I have some here already. So the class book, these are really quite cool because it is classroom presentation tools. So obviously they're useful for online, but they're also used a lot in the classroom. It's a way of sort of having everybody look at the board at the same time, rather than, it's more heads up teaching, I guess what we say. And there's a lot more things you can do with it, obviously, as you can animate things and it's interactive. So if we have a look here at the Bright Ideas book on screen, we see exactly everything. Everything that you see in the book. And again, click on these little icons and the audio boxes come up. Click on this little icon in Bright Ideas and the games come up. If you want to show any answers, you can reveal them one by one. So for example, here I hit focus, I click on this. I want to show the answers. I can reveal them one by one, like this. So this is the class book. This is the material that is used to create your courses around. Material you use in the classroom. Anything else? Here, you'll see this is the link to the video that pops up automatically. And you can have the text there if you like to read along. Okay, so that's the class book. The activity book is, as I said the other day, very, very complete. It's almost like a course book. It's in color. There's lots of extra activities, obviously, for them to do. The purpose of the activity book is to consolidate and extend the work that you've done. It's hard for me to say that you don't need a class book for every pupil, but I think this is one of the courses that is the closest to that being true, is that you can really do a lot if you have the classroom presentation tool for the teacher, and then if the students have the activity books, they still have quite a bit of material, because with the activity books, you also have access to the online practice for the students. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. It looks like this. So if you're a teacher but you are a teacher, obviously. You have a teacher's book. Hold on, I'm gonna stop showing my screen and show me for a second. So you have class book, which is like that, an activity book for the students. So technically these are for the students. In the activity book, whoopsie, where's the camera? There it is. You've got a little card with a code in it that will give you access to the online practice. The teacher's book, which I have here with me, gives you access to the, which finger is it? The classroom presentation tool, the teacher's guide, and the teacher's resource center. So we just looked at the classroom presentation tool, and I'm going to show you now the online practice. So this is the teacher version. Hopefully you see. You could have different levels in here. For the moment, I only have level 1. And you can have as many classes as you want. So if you go to the material, this middle bit here where it says starter, unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, this is what the students see. So when they log on or create their account and enter their code, this is what they see. So you see 4 unit, there's 27 activities for each unit. So your homework, in addition to the activity book, you've got it covered. There's plenty to do. And the good thing about this is that it is corrected for you. So you can easily go on and have a look and see who's done what and who's done well and what else you need to work on if they're, if they're not doing as well in certain areas, you need to go back to it. And what you see is this to see, you'll have this for each student, basically a visual, an image of who's done what, how much time they've spent, their scores, percentage of activities that they've done. So this middle bit, again, is what the students see. So if you want to look at some of the activities, this is random. So this is CLIL, so Content and Language Integrated Learning. So it's using English to learn about colors at this level. This is level 1. So you'd play listen, and they have to choose. You click this button. Don't think you can hear that because I think I might not have played the audio, but it says, look, blue, red, and yellow. And then when they listen, they have to choose the one that it corresponds to, for example. And there's lots of different ways of, they have different activities to work on that skill. Another activity, for example, and they would have access, another activity is this. I don't know what it'll be. You'll have a look. Okay, well here, listen and label the picture. So beak, mouth, oopsie, mouth, ears, etc. So that's what the students get. You as a teacher, click over here in resources, you get the teacher's guide. So like I said, you've got the print pack. And for class sets and things like that, we can provide you with the teacher's material. Obviously, one of the advantages of voting with us is that we can help out with specimens, we'll get a discount for your school, obviously, but we can also help with the teacher's material. And like I said, I can help you sort of put all of that in place. So the teachers here, you've got the tests, you got lots of different tests, unit tests, end of term tests, end of year tests, audio, all sorts of things, different worksheets to work on, word cards, all the audio, all the video, etc. So that's the Bright Ideas. Also, now that you'll have your codes, you can go to Bright Ideas, oup.com/ELT, type in Bright Ideas here, and you can download the teacher's book. If you're interested in the course, I think it's a really good idea to go into the teacher's resources, like I'm going to show you here, because there's lots of information, and you need your Oxford ID to get into it, so students can't get into it. So here, for example, get started with Bright Ideas. Very useful because it's going to explain all the different components of Bright Ideas. So, for example, if my computer wants to bring it up, please. Your course, methodology, unit walkthrough, Oxford Online Practice with the teacher's resources, basically just gives you an overview of what that is. I didn't mention the student books also come with an app, which is like a quiz app for the kids to play on their own. So it really gives you quite a bit of information there, but perhaps more interesting than that is that OUP have put online the teachers' books. So you can, if you're interested in a particular level, now download all of the PDF version of the teacher's books. Obviously, you don't get the access to the learning management system or the teacher's resources online, but you can get the PDF guides. So if you do want to try these out with your lesson, with your students in your lesson, excuse me, you can choose a unit and have access to the teacher's book to learn how it can be exploited with the students. All this, pretty much everything I've said for this goes for Project Explore as well. So for example, here we see Project Bright Ideas Level 1 Teacher's Guide. Once you'll have to have signed in, but you'll have done that with your expert ID. And then there it is. You've got the PDF version of the teacher's book. The syllabus, again, take a look at the beginning of the course, because you have so much information, components overview, what each component contains. And what I think is very useful are these pages. The whole point of it, what the people that wrote it, what did they want to do with it? Bright Ideas is great for school. It creates, it includes a lot of CLIL, content, language, and integrated learning. So it's kind of what we were looking at with Gareth the other day, is sort of using English to talk about other things, making it relevant to them. They kind of forget that they're doing English. Maybe some of them prefer art or math or whatever, and then we're comfortable in that. Well, doing it in English, sort of making it relevant to them, and it helps them relate to English more and makes English more real, really, because perhaps they don't know anybody that speaks English. It's very possible. Not in my world, but it's obviously possible in their worlds. So I recommend going in and looking at those. Then just very quickly, I will show you. My daughter is doing her English and singing along with the Lingo Kids app, which is something that comes with the Mouse and Me books. All right, and the Jump In preschool books. All right, so Project Explore works the same. Here I've got the activity book and the teacher's book. The books look like this. I've got level 2 here. That thickness, student's book. This is level 1, student's book, and the workbook. And again, the workbook is going to have this code to online practice for Project Explore, and it's the same site or the same platform, so it's going to look similar to the Bright Ideas. Again, where's that camera? Here you see that you've got the teacher's guide, the DVD-ROM, classroom presentation tool, and the teacher's resource center with online tests, all in one pack. And there's the DVD. What I love about the Project Explore is that it's interleaved. So you see your lesson plans, obviously, that's the point of it, but also what the students see. So you have a copy of the student book within the teacher's book. Obviously, that's very, very handy. So let's have a look. Same sort of things. This focus is quite a good tool. If you want to, if you click on the focus, you can zoom right away onto the picture. It brings it up nicely, so you don't have to worry about not zooming properly or not seeing all of the page. Again, show the answers. I clicked on this little eye thing, and you can reveal them one by one, just like that. So the answers, obviously, you can draw and highlight if you want. Close the focus mode. Same thing, any audio, let me zoom in. Any audio, you click on the box. You click on it and it automatically refocuses the listening with the activity. You click on it and the audio box comes up. This is quite cool because you can slow it down and you can speed it up. If you're doing it in the classroom, you can have they can record themselves and practice their pronunciation and listen back. Might be a little bit complicated online, but it's certainly something you can do in the classroom more easily. I won't go through all of it because there's a little bit more detail in the Bright Ideas, but everything you can do in the Bright Ideas, you can do in the Project Explore. And when I say everything, it is everything, because you also have exactly the same platform for Project Explore. So here I've got two levels, excuse me, level 1, level 2, as many classes as you want. And you've got 20 activities per unit, so several vocabulary activities, the grammar, the skills, and then the tests. Resources, same sort of deal. Video tests, all the photocopyable worksheets, the tests. What's cool about the tests is you often have unit A and B tests, so that you can, let me just check to make sure it's, I can't remember if this level has that. Yeah, you've got all the audio and the text in Word format and PDF format, so you can either adapt it if you want or not. All the scripts, etc. And of course, just like the Bright Ideas, if you go to the page for Project Explore, you can also download the PDF version of the teacher's books. Every year there's a project as well that OUP, a project, a competition that they put on. This year it was create a video with who the children would like to invite to a dinner party. And they're competing with children all across the world. So what I want to do, teaching resources. Come on, teaching resources. There we go. So again, get started with Project Explore. You also have course aims, a rundown of the different materials, and the teacher's guides. And again, you use your new Oxford ID to be able to access all of this material. But so I'll obviously give you, I'm obviously giving you brief instructions in the emails that I'm sending out. Apologize, it's taking a while because I'm doing them all individually and trying to respond to everybody's questions as well as I do it, and creating the certificates and whatnot. But I will get them to you by the beginning of next week, probably. So here's the teacher's book. So that's it. I just wanted to give you a rundown on all of that, so you can have a look at some of the materials. Please don't hesitate to get in touch. I am happy to help, and I wish you all a happy 2 weeks vacation. Hopefully find some fun things to do within 10 kilometers. So there you go. All right, thank you very much, and I will be in touch. Thank you.